So there's two types of quotes. There's a quick quote and an exact quote. Right now we're going to show you how to fill out a quick quote. So for the quick quote, the purpose of this was to provide minimal information to get a quick quotation back from our sourcing teams. Sometimes you don't have all of the details. You're sort of just testing the market, wanting to see what the price point might be, to see if it's even feasible for you to move forward with a purchase or to move forward with this, adding it under your product line or adding an additional SKU or something. So for this, all you're having to do is put in a product name, description, a link. You can also attach files if need be, but that's really the basic bare bones for a quick quote. And you need to have one of those three things, either a link or a description or an image or something to attach. If you don't have any of those things, then it might not be a good idea to even fill out an RFQ. So the next one is an exact quote. And I'm going to show you real fast how to fill out an exact quote. What an exact quote is for is when you have detailed information on a product that you are trying to source. This could be for a business that is purchasing a product for replenishment purposes. They are already selling this. Or it could be a new product, but you have detailed information on it. Either way, for your exact quote, you can do the same thing as a quick quote, but you can add variants. You can note whether it exists in the marketplace or not. You can also add a link. We ask you if you're wanting to brand the product. So in other words, putting a logo on it. Maybe you're wanting to put your logo on a care label or a tab, or if you're wanting to differentiate it really in any way, you need to let us know that. When you're describing a product in an exact quote, that description is really important because this is where most of that detailed information is going to be. So in this one, I'm just doing an example of a 3-pack cutting board. So basically, for this example, it's what we're doing is, hey, this item exists out there, but I'm sort of wanting to change it out a little bit. So this is a 3-pack cutting board set. I'm saying we want to do a custom design for these boards. And I want them quoted out in 2 separate materials. So my exact quote should reflect that. I'm also wanting to add a logo to this, probably to my packaging or to a tag or something. And, if I would be attaching those in the images, the artwork for that, and then also if I had some sort of CAD drawing or something. If you don't have a CAD drawing, that's fine. If you don't have the logo or artwork, that's okay too, but just let us know if you're wanting to put it on there. Now over to the quantity. The volume for your first order and for your yearly purchasing is very important. So this one we're saying 3,000 units for our first purchase. We don't know what the annual volume is, and we have a target price of $4. It's really important that you put those things in. So for the shipping and packaging details, also very important to get a final quote on these. So for this, I'm playing the persona of perhaps an Amazon seller. So for an Amazon seller, if I'm sending this direct to FBA, I'm going to need something special with the labeling. Like I'm going to need to put an FNSKU on each of these units. I need carton labels printed and put on there. I need pallet labels. I'll even note right here if I'm needing custom printing on the boxes. So maybe I'm doing more of like a retail print on the boxes, not just a generic remailer box. For bundling, obviously, as noted in there, this is a 3-pack set. So how am I wanting this packaged? Well, I'm wanting these all bundled together in one box. For my various prep, let's say I'm wanting bubble wrap between each unit. So I'm going to note that right here. For carton arrangement, let's say I'm just needing this. Maybe there's a rule that I'm needing to specify, like don't stack this over 4 high. That's where you're going to put something like this. If you don't have any of those rules, if you don't know what you're doing, then just put quote me generic, and we'll just quote like miscellaneous remailer boxes, just very generic. You go over the other details, just answer them as truthfully as possible. For your final destination address, either you put in an address, or if you're not sure, just put "don't know yet," and we'll just quote to a central location in the United States. This is the RFQ. That's what it looks like, and that's what our team receives.